सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। स्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः। So, Janmadhyasya yataha. The problem being adhyasa, and adhyasa cannot be negated through karma. Adhyasa is about the aparoksham. Therefore, without the knowledge of the aparoksha atma, adhyasa cannot go and cannot know the aparoksham with the help of the sense organs, because the pratyaksha pramanas themselves presuppose adhyasa. They are in the realm of adhyasa, they are in the form of adhyasa. Therefore, the shastram is the pramanam, is the pramanam. Why? Because the Shruti sees the aparoksham as the vastu, and that cannot be seen as an object, that cannot be inferred also as an object, and therefore Shabda becomes the pramanam, because Shabdam also doesn't objectify it. Shabda only conveys the Swarupa by way of saying what it is not. How the Dehoham Ityadi are all adhyasa by way of showing the discerning between the aparoksham and the pratyaksham. It makes man enlightened about himself, and therefore Shruti becomes the pramanam. Shabda is the pramanam, and the fundamental principle is wherever there is adhyasa, the pramana is only aptavakyam. Aptavakyam is Shabdam. And therefore, and Vedanta being the pramana, Vedantonam Upanishad pramanam, and if Vedanta is pramanam, then it needs to be understood. Shabda needs to be understood correctly, and in order to facilitate understanding of the Shruti correctly, there is a Mimamsa, and therefore the Aparoksha Atma, the Brahman, has to be analyzed. By way of analyzing the Shabda Pramanam. Therefore, the Athato Brahma Jignasa, Kartavya, Jignasa, Mimamsa has to be done until Avagati Paryantam, until it is understood. Then the next is, all right, if Brahman is something that is to be analyzed and understood, then the next curiosity is, what is Brahman? Brahma Shabda has got many meanings, but here what is that Brahman? For that he says, Janmadhyasya yataha. So, Janma Adi Sthiti. Janma Sthiti Bhangam. So, these three as a group are called Janmadi, like Akashadi. So, but Janma is included because it is Tadguna Samvijnana Bahuri. Meaning we are referring to the group of Janma Sthiti Bhangam by Janma. And that Janma is a part of that particular group. Like the five elements are conveyed by the word Akasha. Akasha Adi means Akash se lekar, jo panch hai. So, Akasha becomes the Adi, for which five? Those five are called Akashadi. So, Akasha is not excluded, it is included. So, like even Lambakarnaha. So, So lambaha karnaha. So yasya saha lamba karnaha. So please bring the lamba karna. That means the long-eyed thing. Call a donkey. Bring a donkey. But when you bring the donkey, you bring also the karna, lamba karna, through which I conveyed. That makes it tad guna samvijnana bahurihi. So the thing which that which I take the help of to convey something, if it is a part of that thing, then tad guna samvijnana bahurihi. If it is not, atad guna samvijnana bahurihi. Like even chitraguhu. So like even, or say the one who has the cows. Chitraguhu means the one who has the cows, colorful cows, please bring him. So I have conveyed him with the help of the cows. So the one who has the cows, please bring him. Now you bring the person, but you don't bring the cows. So that the cows is excluded. Then that makes it atad guna samvijnana bahurihi. And in this manner here, when we say janmadi, it is tadguna samvijnana bahurihi, meaning the janma, sthiti, bhangam, which include janma. Simple meaning, Bhagavan says without going into the details. He says janma, sthiti, bhangam, samasartaha. Janma, sthiti, bhangam is the samasartha, is the meaning. Janmanascha aditvam shruti nirdesha apeksham vastuvritta apeksham cha. And also that the janma, sthiti, bhangam of the three, janma is the first, then sthiti, then bhangam. That is how the Shruti points out, and that is vastuvrittam, that is how we experience also. That is how the things are. Janmanascha aditvam, janma is the beginning. Shruti nirdesha apeksham, and that's how it's conveyed by the Shruti. Vastuvritta apeksham, and it also in keeping with the vastuvritta means the actuality. Shruti nirdesha stavat, where does the Shruti convey that the Srishti, that this universe has janma first. First janma, then sthiti, then bhangam. Why not sthiti, bhangam, janma? Why not really bhangam, janma, sthiti? So this particular point also we saw before we went for vacation. So here the Shruti says, well, this is how the Shruti mentions. Shruti nirdesha stavat, yatova imani bhutani jayante. So from which really imani bhutani jayante, all these names and forms, all these individuals are born. And ena jatani jivanti, on which everything is sustained, and to which everything goes back. In this manner, it begins with janma. Iti asmin vakye janma sthiti pralayanam krama nirdesha. There is a particular sequence. Janma sthiti bhangam. Not sthiti bhangam janma. Not bhanga janma sthiti. Okay. And also our experience. Vastu vrittam api. Vastu vrittam means that is how we experience. That is the nature of the things. Janmana labdha suptakasya. That which has come into existence through janma. Labdha suptakasya. Suptaka means existence. That which has come into existence by way of being born. Dharminaha, an object. Sthiti pralaya sambhavat. Like the body, for instance. The body has janma first, then sthiti, then bhanga. Up to this we have seen. Asya iti pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya dharminaha idama nirdeshaha. Asya janma sthiti bhangam of this universe. Asya means iska. Iska means prapanchaka. You can only say what is right in front of you, you can refer to it as this iska. Asyayati, of this. What is this? Pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya. That which is directly the object of pratyaksha. That which is pratyaksha. Adi means pratyaksha, anumana, arthapatti, anupalabdhi, upamana. All these five pramanaon ka object pratyaksha hi hai. It is the pratyaksham that becomes also anumana vishayam. That itself is arthapatti vishayam, etc. So that is prapancha. Pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya. So nidhapita, sannidhapita is niche. So sannihitam means what is. Sannidhapita means what is kept in front. Sannidhapita means kept. Sannihita means what is present. It makes no difference. Sannidhapita, dhatu, uska nishta hita. Nich लगाएंगे तो sannidhapita. Like sthapita. Sthapita hai na? That's nishtha hai. Nich hai. So sthapayati, sthapita. If nich nahi ho to स्थिता, निष्ठा, स्था का निष्ठा स्थिता और निच का निष्ठा स्थापिता. सिमिलरली धा का निष्ठा हिता और निच होगा तो सन्निधापिता. सन्निधापितस्य धर्मिणः. And what is it that is kept right in front of the senses? Well, the universe. And it is a dharmi. Dharmi means which looks like a noun, a thing, that which has got many qualities. It is a universe which has got many qualities. It has got form, sound, taste, touch, smell, etc. So, this universe, which is called dharmi, dharminaha, this universe, dharminaha, dharminaha, dharmika. Asya means iska, iska means dharmika. Dharmika means pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya. Pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya. See, all of them are in Shashti. Asya meaning pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya. Shashti ekvachan. Dharminaha, Shashti ekvachan. Dharmika. Iska is prapanchka. Idama nirdeshaha. Its mention is made by the word idam. Anirdeshaha. By the word idam. Idam means this. And if idama tritiya ekvachan, idam shabda, it is shabda. See, idam का रूप है idam ime mani, वो ठीक है, अनेना अभ्याम ये भी है, वो ठीक है. लेकिन idam शब्द को अगर करेंगे, so then idamau, idamaha, idamam, idamau, idamaha, idama, तृतीय एक वचन हो जाता है. Therefore here idama means by the word idam. idam शब्द से निर्देश किया गया है. Idam means this. So this universe is referred to as this. And usi ka nishtha, usi ka shashti is asya. Therefore, it is the universe that is referred to. Brahman is referred to as the karanam for this universe, which is directly evident, which is directly sense-evident, which is an object of perception, which is also an object of inference. All that we see is an object. All that we infer is a detail within the prapancha. All that we presume is a part of the universe. All that we presume, all that we understand as not is also an object in the universe. Like man doesn't have a horn. So when we say it's not there, that is also a part of the universe. Therefore, pratyaksha, anumana, arthapatti, anupalabdhi, upamana, all these pancha pramanas refer to things within the prapancha. Pratyakshadi pramanas cannot refer to anything that is outside the universe. Outside the universe. They can only refer to something within the physical universe. And if they have to refer to something outside the universe, then they will have to refer to something which is non-physical. Pratyakshadi pramanas cannot objectify, pratyakshadi pramanas cannot be used to know something that is non-physical. They are all used, all these five faculties are used to know only the physical. And the physical details are a part of the universe. Therefore, in just one sweep we can say, Pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya, well, Vishwasya, well, idamanirdeshaha, so dharminaha idamanirdeshaha. It is the universe that is referred to by the word asya. Asya, janmadi. First see janmadi. Janmadi means janma, sthiti, bhangam. Asya. Asya kasya? Prapanchasya. What is this prapancha? pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya nirdeshaha. By the word idam, referring to something directly evident. So now we are through with Janmadi Shabda and we are through with Asya. Janmadi means Janmasthiti Bhangam, Asya means Prapanchasya. And what is the description of the Prapancha? Pratyakshadi Sannidhapitasya. It is Pratyakshadi Sannidhapitam. What else is it? Dharmi is Prapancha. Karan. Therefore, the Karanam, Janmasthiti Bhangam of this universe takes place in which? जिससे जन्म होता है इस प्रपंच का, for this universe the birth takes place, from which state takes place, in which, and resolution takes place, unto which, and that unto which, from which, vagara vagara, that is referred to by the word yataha. Yataha means jisse. Janma sthiti bhangam of this universe takes place yataha. Yataha means what? Yasmat. Yasmat means what? Jisse. Jisse means what? Jisse yasmat karanat. From which thing takes place the janma for this universe, and on which the sthiti takes place, unto which the resolution takes place, janmadi asya prapanchasya yataha yasmat karanat tat brahma. Because here the jigyasa is what? Kim tat brahma? What is that Brahman? Brahma jigyasa has to be done. Mimamsa about Brahman has to be done. Which Brahma? What is that Brahma? Hey, Brahman is that from which asya prapanchasya janmadi janma sthiti bhangam syat. Janmacha sthitischa bhangam cha syuhu. Yasmat karanat tat brahma. So, asya prapanchasya janma sthiti bhangam cha yasmat yataha yasmat brahmanaha syuhu tat brahma. That is Brahman. So that Brahman cannot be pratyakshadi. Pratyakshadi sannidhapitam. That Brahman cannot be pratyakshadi pramana vishaya. Pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya prapanchasya janma sthiti bhangam yasmat syuhu tat brahma. Karanam for the universe is Brahma, not a part of the. कहाँ ढूंढेंगे प्रपंच में ब्रह्म के लिए? तो पहले तो एलिमेंट्री है जी. हमारा मीमांसा में what is all followed as great thing, that is all gone right in the beginning. That is why it is said pratyakshadi sannidhapitasya prapanchasya janmasthiti bhangam yataha yasmat brahmanaha syuhu tad brahma. And therefore now the karanam for the prapancha. Therefore all our inferences also only point to certain things within the prapancha. Understand? Logic also. Anumana is rooted in pratyaksha. Arthapatti is rooted in pratyaksha. Anupalabdhi, upamana, all everything is based on pratyaksha. Even beliefs are based on pratyaksha. Understand? Beliefs are based on pratyaksha. Beliefs can't be based upon aparoksha, because aparoksha is not a matter of belief. Aparoksha, illusion for all beliefs. So based on pratyaksha, I can infer things, I can also believe things. So if the earth has got 5 elements, I can believe heaven also has got 5 elements. Here we have in the evening, we have dinner. When somebody calls me, when somebody invites me, he gives me dinner. Similarly, when I go to heaven, God also gives me, because I am going to be the guest of Bhagavan. So Bhagavan also gives me dinner. What is it all? Tell me. Beliefs based on what? Pratyaksha. My point is not talking about heaven or anything. My point is only that beliefs are based on Pratyaksha. Bas. Beliefs are based on Pratyaksha. And therefore all your beliefs point to something within universe. And when you go and have dinner with Bhagavan, the Christians, Westerners, what will they expect in the dinner? Tell me. What will they expect in the dinner? Will they expect something? Badam ka kheer vagaira? They will expect only the non-vegetarian stuff. Definitely. I'm supposing Bhagavan, if he is a vegetarian, and I hope, we are justified to assume that he is a vegetarian, and if he gives you a vegetarian dinner, and if you are a Westerner, will you like it? It will be hell. So heaven becomes hell. It is called, let us not give too much of credence to these human beliefs. Human beliefs are different from Shastram. Therefore, let us not bracket our Shastram with human beliefs. And beliefs are all based on some imaginations. Okay. Asya is a Shashti. Idam means this, and if you decline, the sixth case singular is Asya. That's called Shashti. Why is it used in Shashti? That is said, Shashti. This Shashti, Asya is Shashti. Janmadi dharma sambandhartha. In order to show that the universe has the qualities of being born, being sustained, and being resolvable. They are its qualities. Dharma means this universe is a dharmi, a noun, which has 3 adjectives. What are its adjectives? That it is born is its dharma. That it is sustained is its dharma. That it is resolvable is its dharma. And dharmi has no existence minus dharma. A noun minus its attributes is non-existent. Noun minus its attributes has no existence. Therefore, even this particular dharmi dharma bhava, that is sansarga, you cannot say they are 2 things. Nor is it oneness. Understand, like in a Utpalam, Nilotpalam, blue lily, there are other red lilies. Yes, red lilies. Blue lily, I am able to say that it's a blue lily, and blueness is its attribute because this blue distinguishes the blue lily from the white lily. That is why it is called dharma. Okay. Here, to be born, to be sustained, and to go back, we say they are the dharma of the universe. When we say they are not exactly like Nilotpala, because we don't have another universe. We don't have another universe, that this universe has got a quality. What? The born universe, the sustained universe, and the resolvable universe. Supposing there were another universe which is there unborn, which is there unsustained, which is there unresolvable, then that this is born, the bornness of this, the sustainedness of this, and the resolvableness of this would become its qualities, like even the blueness of a lily, which distinguishes that lily from another lily which is not blue. But here, to be born, to be sustained, and to be resolvable, even though we call them dharmas, but they are not exactly technically dharmas. That is why I would say that is its swarupa. The universe has no existence except as born. If it is there as not born, then it would be eternal, then it would be truth. If the universe were there as unsustained, then it would be untruth. It would be truth. That which stays but not sustained by something else. Then it would be truth. The universe, if it is something not resolvable, it is there unresolvable, then it would be that which is there, not born. That which is there but not born. That which is there but not supported. That which is there but not resolvable. What would it be? That it would be truth. Then it would not have a karanam. Truth can't have another karanam. Therefore, here, because we don't have another universe, because whatever is comes under Srishti, the universe, therefore, that it is born, that it is sustained, that it can be resolved, becomes its very nature. That is its nature. Still, it is used as dharma, it doesn't matter at all, but as long as we understand it. There is a difference between the Nilatvam, which is the dharma of Utpalam, and the Janmastiti Bhangam, which are the dharmas of the universe. Are you able to follow? Because technically, Janmastiti Bhangam cannot be the dharma. Dharma means what? An attribute of the universe. Technically can't be an attribute of the universe, because they can't distinguish another universe. Yes, from another universe. And in fact, Janmastiti Bhangam are used here not for distinguishing this universe from another universe, but for distinguish this universe from the Atma, which doesn't have Janma, which doesn't have Sthiti, which doesn't have Bhanga. This has Janma, in contrast to where it has Janma. Where it has Janma, that doesn't have Janma. Where it has Sthiti, that doesn't have Sthiti, means not supported. Where it has resolution, that doesn't have resolution. That is why, in contrast to the universe that is born, Brahman is Ajam. In contrast to the universe that is supported, that is not supported. It is unsupported, meaning it is Svatasiddham. In contrast to the universe that is resolvable, that is not resolvable. Therefore, the word Janmastiti Bhangam that are used as the attributes of the universe, they are used for the universe, not for distinguishing this universe from another universe, but for distinguishing it from the Karanam, which doesn't have Janmastiti Bhangam. That's why here it says, Dharminaha Shashti Janmadi Dharma Sambandhartha. Shashti is Strilingam, therefore Sambandhartha. Shashti is meant for what? To show the connection of the Janmastiti Bhanga and the universe. That means Janmastiti Bhangam are connected to the universe. They are the qualities of the universe. Therefore, what is the purpose of Shashti? Janmadi Sambandhartha. Janmadi Dharma Sambandhartha. Now we are through with Janmadi and we are through with Asya. And we have to do Yataha. Yataha iti. The sutra uses the word Yataha iti, Yataha, for what? Karana Nirdeshaha. This is reference to the source. Yataha iti Karana Nirdeshaha. It is a reference to the source. Now he gives the whole meaning. Asya Jagataha. Now it is over. The Padartha is over. He has explained away the meaning of the sutra. Janmadi means Janmasthiti Bhangam. Asya means Asya Prapanchasya. Yataha means Yasmat Karanat. And then the Sesha is Tat Brahma. Are you able to follow? जिससे हिंदी में भी आपको समझ सकते हैं, जिससे इस दुनिया का जन्म स्थिति भंग होता है. ये सेंटेंस कंप्लीट. जिससे इस दुनिया का जन्म स्थिति भंग होता है, वह ब्रह्मा. हे रामा, नहीं समझा? से इस दुनिया का हिंदी का ग्रामर को भी समझाना पड़ता है. जिससे इस दुनिया का जन्म स्थिति भंग होता है. नाउ डैश कंप्लीट. वही ब्रह्म है. So in same way in Sanskrit you put it, because the grammar is the same in all languages. Grammar is the same. Janmadi, Janma Sthiti Bhangam, Asya Prapanchasya, Yasmat Karanat. Now dash. Tat Brahma. Full stop. Sentence is complete. Tat Brahma is understood. Now, Bhagavan says, onwards Mimamsa. Once the Padartha has been explained, the words have been explained, now begins the Mimamsa. Asya Jagataha. Is Prapanchika. Asya Shashti Jagataha. Jagataha Shashti Ekvachan. Asya Jagataha. Asya Prapanchasya is Prapanchika. What is this Prapancha? Nama Rupabhyam. Through name and form, in the form of name and form. Nama Rupabhyam Vyakritasya, manifest. Krita Vyakrita. So, Asya Prapanchasya, what is this Asya Jagataha? Asya Jagataha. What is this Jagat? Nama Rupabhyam Vyakritasya. Remember the Shashti. Asya. Then Jagataha. What is that Jagat? Nama Rupabhyam Vyakritasya. Prapanchaka. What else is this Prapancha? Aneka Kartru Bhotru Sanyuktasya. It is a universe that is associated with countless jivas who are basically doers and indulgers, enjoyers. Aneka Kartru. Aneka means countless, more than one. Kartru, the jivas who are all the time doing, struggling. And why do they do? To enjoy, to survive and enjoy. Aneka Kartru Bhoktru Sanyuktasya Yujidhatu. And Nishtha is Yukta, Samyukta, Sanyuktasya. Asya Jagataha Nama Rupabhyam Vyakritasya. What else is it? Aneka kartri bhoktri sanyuktasya. One word, one compound word it is. Asya jagataha namarupabhyam vyakritasya aneka kartri bhoktri sanyuktasya prapanchasya. This universe which is manifest in the form of name and form, and in which there are countless jivas struggling to survive and enjoy, and their only duty is to work and enjoy. You don't have to ask anybody what is the goal of life. It's not that everybody has got a different goal. It's meaningless to ask what is your goal. Hey, what is everybody's goal? काम करना है, रोटी खाना है, थकना है, सोना है. Beyond that, what is the goal? What is the goal? So-called goal. What is the goal? Children are born. What is their goal? काम करना है, रोटी कमाना है, खाना है, थकना है, सोना है, वृद्ध होना है, शरीर छोड़ना है. And therefore, this so-called goal, all goals are within this goal. What is that? Karma, to do and to enjoy. I want to become a doctor. That falls within this framework. To do and to enjoy. To become the Prime Minister also falls within that goal. What is it? Kartritvam and Bhoktritvam. Kartritvam, Bhoktritvam is the very nature of the Jiva. That is not his fundamental Swarupa, but Jiva as a Jiva can't exist without being Karta and Bhokta. That is also not like Nilotpalam, I'm telling you. Nilotpalam, Nilam distinguishes one Utpalam from other Utpalam. But Kartritvam, Bhoktritvam cannot distinguish one Jiva from another Jiva who is not a Karta and Bhokta. Therefore, Kartritvam and Bhoktritvam are not really Nilotpalavat, but they are the Swarupam. They are the very nature of the Jiva. You can't be a Jiva without being Karta Bhokta. Therefore, what is this prapancha? Bhashyakara says, asya prapanchasya, asya jagataha, nama rupabhyam vyakritasya, and aneka kartri bhoktri sanyuktasya is prapanchaka. One of the great statements in the entire Mimamsa. This particular Vakya is a great Vakya. Aneka kartri bhoktri sanyuktasya, and what else is this universe? Pratiniyata desha kala nimitta kriya phalashrayasya. Pratiniyata. This is a universe which is just nothing but causation. Pratiniyata means, governed by a niyama. Determined by a niyama. Pratiniyata, not really arbitrary, ad hocness. Pratiniyata desha. Pratiniyata kala. That pratiniyata please apply. Pratiniyata desha means a given place. Pratiniyata kala. Pratiniyata nimitta. Pratiniyata kriya. Pratiniyata phala. A given action. Everything is not born at every place. Everything is not born. Everything cannot take place at any place. Anything cannot place at any place. Anything cannot take place at any time. Any result cannot come from any action. It is just, it's a beautiful expression. It is a descriptive phrase of a word called causation. Instead of saying causation, karya karana bhava, if you put it descriptively, then it is called pratiniyata desha kala nimitta kriya phala ashrayasya. Meaning what? A universe that is full of causation. There is nothing else but causation in the universe. All causation. A given place, a given time, and a given action, and a given reason, and a given result. A given result takes place from a given action. Now go from the ulta, from the reverse side. A given phala takes place from a given action, not from any action. And a given action can take place for a given reason. And that can take place at a given time, at a given space. You can't grow crop on the rock. That's causation. You look for a fertile place. What is that? Causation. You can't get rains from blue sky just without clouds. Impossible. Freedom from. There cannot be a realm without causation. There is only reality without causation. You cannot have a realm without causation. Whether it is earth, within the creation, because creation includes all realms. So within, that is why we say Jagat. Jagat includes Bhulokaha, Bhuvarlokaha, Suvarlokaha, and heaven, hell, anything. Gandharvalokaha, Pitrulokaha, Brahmalokaha, any loka comes under Jagat. Jagat. And within Jagat, there cannot be without, a Jagat cannot be without. So causation is where? In the universe. This is the point that a Vedanta Vidyarthi must understand first. Where is causation? Causation is a dharma of the universe. Causation is not the reason. Causation doesn't affect the universe. Causation doesn't affect the universe. Causation is a quality of the universe. Causation is in the universe. Causation is not behind the universe. Causation doesn't facilitate the creation of the universe. When we say universe, it includes name and form. Name and form don't facilitate the creation of the universe. Name and form are universe. Causation is universe. Jiva, kartrutva, bhoktrutva is universe. That is why he is describing the nature of the universe as universe. For that universe, Brahman is Karana. That's different. But now we have to understand what is universe. It is Nama Rupabhyam Vyakritam Aneka Kartru Bhoktru Sanyuktam. And what else is it? Pratiniyata Desha Kala Nimitta Kriya Phala Ashrayam. It is Ashraya, a locus. Jagat is the location where causation is there. Okay. Pratiniyata Desha Kala Nimitta Kriya Phala Ashrayasya. For this universe, what else is this universe? Manasapi achintya rachana rupasya. It is not possible even to think of, leave alone creation for man. It's not, manasapi means even by mind. Achintya means can't be thought of. Rachana, creation. Manasapi achintya rachana rupasya. That which has a form, that which has a look, that which has a nature, which man cannot even think of yet. cannot be even thought of. Because whatever he thinks of, he can think of in line with the universe. No thinking is possible except in line with the universe. Therefore, the universe cannot be the creation of the mind. Human, Jiva's mind. Mind is a part of the universe. Mind is not mind. The universe mind is a part of the universe, that Jagat. Universe is not a creation of the mind. Universe includes the mind. Universe is not born of the mind. Why? Because when the Jiva thinks, he thinks only about the details of the universe, which are not his creation. Let him create. Manasa pyachintya rachana rupasya. Iska asya jagataha nama rupabhyam vyakritasya jagataha aneka katru bhoktra sanyuktasya jagataha pratiniyata desha kala nimitta kriya palashrayasya jagataha manasapi achintya rachana rupasya jagataha. उस जगत का जन्म स्थिति भंगम. Janma is creation, sustenance and resolution. Janma sthiti bhangam. Yataha, from whom? Sarvajnat, from which Sarvajna? Sarva Shaktehe, from which Sarva Shaktiman? Karanat, from the source. Bhavati, hota hai. Tad Brahma, wahi Brahma hai. Iti, ye Vakya Seshaha. That is the completeness of the sentence. That is Vakya Seshaha. Tad Brahma, iti Vakya Seshaha. Because in Sutra, there is no Vakya Sesha. Janmadhyasya yataha. Then what is the Vakya Sesha in Sutra? Tad Brahma. Are you able to follow? Therefore now Bhashyakara has explained. What is Brahman? That from which this Jagat, the Jagat of this description takes place, in which, sustained in which, resolves unto which, that is Brahman. That is Brahman. This is the very first sutra of the Mimamsa. Now where will you look for Brahman? I am seeing a light. What are you talking? That is why we say, before you begin to think, you better study the Shastra. Kuch bhi na, even if we don't, there is no hurry to do some spiritual exercises. It's all useless. Study. So that really you come to know exactly what is being said. According to what you study, Mananam takes place. You don't have to worry. There is nothing to do. Any amount of struggle on my part is not going to take me to the truth. No amount of exercising my temples is going to take me to Brahman. No amount of meditation is going to make me better than what I am. This Karta Bhokta continues as Karta Bhokta. Therefore, what is important is study. Study resolves in Mananam. Study means resolves in Mananam. Mananam resolves in Jnanam. It is not that I leave study and do something else. It is Avagati Paryantam Jnanam. Study until it resolves in knowledge. Study that is associated with Mananam resolves in knowledge. Otherwise, we will be imagining the truth somewhere in the creation. But in the creation, Brahman is not sitting in the creation. See, the source of the creation. And that source of the creation cannot be elemental, cannot be physical, cannot be physical. Subtle or gross cannot be physical, cannot be biological, cannot be in the form of a thought. Source cannot be thought because thought itself is a part of the universe. Therefore, you cannot really make a move to reach Brahman, because any move is only a spatial move, and it is just a kartrutvam within the Srishti. And therefore here Bhagavan says, he says, what is Brahman? Brahmani is the Namarubhabhyam Vyakritasya Prapanchasya Manasapya Jinjarajana Rupasya Janma Siddhi Bhangam Yas Yataha Yasmat Sarvajnat Sarvashaktehe Karanat Tat Brahma. That is the definition of Brahma. And now there is a small little analysis. We have a muni called Yaska. Yaska is a person who has described life in 6 stages. Asti, the baby is there, the child is there in the mother. That is called Asti. Jayate, then the child is born. Then Vardhate, grows. Then Viparinamate, then changes. Bahut parinam ho jata hai. Major modifications take place. Then Apakshiyate, then slowly declines. Vinashyati. So, Asti, Jayate, Vardhate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. These are called 6-fold modifications. 6 stages of the body. Now, these 6 stages of the body, he is referring to the 6 stages of the body within the Sthiti Kala. He is not talking about the Asti, Jayate, Vardhate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. These are not the stages of the universe. These are the stages of the body during Sthiti Kala. So we have to distinguish between the Janma Sthiti Bhangam of the universe from Asti Jayate Vardhate Viparinamate Apakshiyate Vinashyati of a given body. But Janma Sthiti Bhangam include the 6, because Sthiti, once we say Janma, then Sthiti, then Bhangam, within the Sthiti, the 6 come. The Yaska Paripatita Jo Shadbhav Vikaras are there. These are called Shat Bhava Vikara. 6 modifications of the body. So the 6-fold modifications which are mentioned by the Yaska come within Sthiti. Therefore, Janma Sthiti Bhangam include the Shat Bhava Vikara. But Shat Bhava Vikaras need not include the Janma Sthiti Bhangam of the universe. That is why here Bhashyakara makes that also clear. When we are talking about Janma Sthiti Bhangam, we are not just, it is not synonymous with Shadbhava Vikaras. Anyesham api. Anyesham means here the other Shadbhava Vikaras. One is Janma Sthiti Bhangam of the Prapancha. We are talking about the Prapancha to have the source. That is different. So the Janma Sthiti Bhangam of the universe include the other. That is why it says anyesham api. Even of the other things. Other things means the 6 modifications. Bhava vikaranam, the changes of the body. Trishu eva, within the 3. Antarbhavaha. Antarbhavaha means they get included. They are incorporated. Antarbhavaha means incorporation. Trishu antarbhavaha means their incorporation takes place within the 3. Trishu eva antarbhavaha iti, and therefore janma sthiti nashanamiha grahanam. Here we are not mentioning the Shadbhava Vikaras separately, we are only mentioning Janma Sthiti Bhangam, because Janma Sthiti Bhangam of the universe include the 6-fold modifications of the body, because those modifications take place during Sthiti Kala. Therefore, Janma Sthiti Nashana Miha Grahanam, here we are taking only the 3. We are not taking the other, because the other are implied. Janma sthiti nashanam, janma sthiti nashonka, meaning bhanganam, iha hiya grahanam. We take into account. Here we are taking into account. उनका ही ग्रहण हुआ है. जन्म स्थिति भंग का ही ग्रहण हुआ है. अस्थि जायते वर्धते विपरिणमते अपक्षीयते विनश्यति का ग्रहण नहीं हुआ है, क्योंकि उनका भी इनमें अंतर्भाव हो जाता है. येषामपि भाव विकाराणां त्रिष्वेव अंतर्भावः इति जन्मस्थितिनाशानामिह ग्रहणम्. यास्क परिपठितानां तु, जो यास्क परिपठित जो है, यास्क परिपठिता, पठिता निष्ठा, परिपठिता, परिपठिता नाम, यास्क परिपठिता नाम, यास्केन परिपठिता नाम, यास्क के द्वारा गिवन बाय यास्का. What are they? जायते अस्ति इत्यादि नाम. These changes of the body, इत्यादियों का ग्रहणे. If you take them into account, उनका ग्रहण अगर लेंगे तो इत्यादि नाम ग्रहणे तेषाम, उनका उन मॉडिफिकेशंस का जगतः स्थिति काले, ड्यूरिंग द स्थिति ऑफ द जगत, संभाव्यमानत्वात् बीइंग पॉसिबल, मूल कारणात् उत्पत्ति स्थिति नाशाः, मूल कारणात् उत्पत्ति स्थिति नाशाः, जगत हैविंग द सोर्स एंड सपोर्ट एंड एंड इन ब्रह्म, जगतः न गृहीताः स्युः, न गृहीताः स्युः, would not amount. Instead of saying Janmasthiti Bhangam, I leave Janmasthiti Bhangam. Instead of Vedavyasa, instead of saying Brahmani is that in which takes place Janmasthiti Bhangam of the universe. Instead of saying this, if Vyasa had said, if Vyasa had written the sutra like this, what is the sutra? Asti jayate vardate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati, take place in which? That is Brahma. It would have created a problem, because Janmasthiti, Asti jayate vardate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati can take place Sthiti Kala. And from where the Sthiti taking place, from where the Janma taking place would not be implied. Aska paripaditanam tu asti jayate iti इत्यादि नाम ग्रहणे, उनको लेंगे तो instead of thinking, instead of defining Brahman as something in which Janma Sthiti Bhangam takes place, Instead of that, if we say Brahman is that in which the sixfold modifications take place. Brahman, first, what is the definition that is given? Brahman is that in which the Jagat has got birth, sustenance and resolution. Instead, supposing Vedavyasa had said, Brahman is that in which the Shadbhava Vikaras take place. And Shadbhava Vikaras take place are referring to whom? Shadbhava Vikaras are referring to the changes of the body, and they are all taking place during Sthitikala. Then there would be no reference to the source of universe. It would be a mess. It would be a mess. And therefore, here Bhagavan says, यास्क परिपठितानां तु जायते अस्ति इत्यादीनां ग्रहणे तेषां जगतः स्थितिकाले संभाव्यमानत्वात् मूलकारणात् उत्पत्तिस्थितिनाशाः जगतः न गृहीताः स्युः. It would not imply that the Jagat is born and sustained and goes back unto Brahman. That point would be left out. न गृहीताः स्युः. इति आशंकेता. ये आशंका आएगा. This particular doubt would come. Ashankyeta, Shanka, Yak, Vidhiling, Ashank, Ashank, Yak, Ashankyate, Ashankyate, Yak, and Vidhiling mein Ashankyeta, it would be doubted. A doubt would take place. Aisa Ashanka ho jata. Ashankyeta are able to follow yak and vidhiling, etc. At least those who are studying Sanskrit. Swami ji, हम संस्कृत केवल संस्कृत क्लास में ही समझ में आती है, बाकी समझ में नहीं. Because you yourself said now, प्रतिनियत देश काल निमित्त क्रिया फलाश्रयस्य. आप ने तो बताया अभी. We are talking about Sanskrit, then that is a particular time for it. उसको तो क्लास में समझ में आता है. So, ऐसा don't bring in that logic. Therefore, you will be able to remember at any time. Ashanketa. Tanmashanki. May that Shanka not take place. Tanmashankiti. Let that Shanka not take place. Iti. या उत्पत्ति ही ब्रह्मणः, जो उत्पत्ति ब्रह्म से होता है. या उत्पत्ति, या स्त्रीलिंग उत्पत्ति, स्त्रीलिंग या उत्पत्ति ही ब्रह्मणः. अत्रैव वहीं पर स्थिति ही, वहीं पर स्थिति. प्रलयश्च, प्रलय एव गृह्यन्ते. Only they are taken here. That Srishti in Brahma, that Sthiti in Brahma, that Laya in Brahma, only they are taken here, not Yaska Paripatita, Asti Jayate Vagera. We are only referring to the creation of the universe in Brahma. We are only talking about the sustenance of the universe in Brahma. We are only talking about the resolution of the universe in Brahma. We are not talking about the modifications of the body here. Because during the Sthiti Kala, whatever modifications take place in the body, they are all coming under Sthiti. Yes. And therefore, te eva grihyanте. Clear? That particular point has been clarified. Srishti Sthiti Laya should not be taken as Bhava Vikaras. Srishti is different from Vikar. Here itself Mimamsa begins. During Sthiti there are changes, but Sthiti is not a change. Srishti is not a change. Laya is not a change. If it is change, it has to be Shadbhava Vikaras. Because change has a gradation. Body has a change and it has a gradation. That gradation is put in 6 facets. Asti, Jayate, Vardhate, Viparinamate, Apakshiyate, Vinashyati. These are all what? Just change. And the change has got so many milestones. And that is what the first milestone is, the child is there and it is born. That is change. Grows, change. Changes, change. Major changes, change. Declines, change. Dies, change. So during the Sthiti Kala there are changes, but the Sthiti of the universe is not it doesn't come under change. Therefore Srishti doesn't come under change. Resolution doesn't come under change. Therefore you can't say, well, the universe, its coming is a change, and its going is a change, and its staying is a change. No. If it is a change, then you have to bring in Yaska Paripatita. But then the universe also must have Shadbhava Vikaras. Asti, then Jayate, then Vardhate. 5 elements must become at least 10 elements. Then Viparinamate, Apakshiyate. Does anybody experience the universe going through Shadbhava Vikaras? Change is in Sthiti, but Sthiti itself is not a change. Change is not behind the universe. Change doesn't affect the universe. Just as name and form is a part of the universe. Kartri Bhoktri Sanyuktata is a part of the universe. Causation is a part of the universe. Change is also a phenomenon inside the universe. But change cannot be the reason behind the creation of the universe. Therefore, Janma Sthiti Bhangam do not, quote unquote, do not come under Bhava Vikaras. They do not come under Bhava Vikaras. Because it is Srishti means it's not a Vikara. It's not that kind of Vikara, changing Vikara. And that is said here. And he has clarified that particular point. And now he is going to say, this kind of universe, you can't think of being born of atoms. Can't think of being born out of nothing. Shunyam can't be Karanam. Atoms cannot be the Karanam. Human mind cannot be the Karanam. Imagination cannot be the Karanam, the source. All your so-called darshanas, the various schools, can't establish. Why? Because the various schools, they depend upon either sense organs or the sense perception based inference. But pratyaksha inference, they are all a part of the universe. Universe includes, the universe is not only an object of the pratyakshadi pramanam. I would like to add this point here. Universe is not only an object of the pratyakshadi pramanam, the universe includes pratyakshadi pramanas. So pratyakshadi pramanas are a part of the jagat. Pratyakshadi pramanas are a part of the jagat. Therefore, you can't find out the source of that universe through pratyakshadi pramana. Whereas the various schools use the pratyaksha, etc. to arrive at, to guess, to infer, to assume, presume, believe. And in the next Vakya, Bhagavan is going to say, the universe of this nature cannot be born of atoms, etc. Shunyam, etc. Is not possible. Why? You are using causation. Causation is a part of the universe, but you are using causation to explain away the universe. You can't use causation to explain away the universe. Because you have to explain away the universe which has causation in it. Because wherever there is causation, that comes under universe. Wherever there is name and form, it comes under Jagat. Wherever there are kartas and bhoktas, it comes under the universe. And wherever there is causation, comes under the universe. Now, that universe cannot be explained away through causation, through inference, etc. That is going to be the Vakya which we will see later on. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. It is not necessary. Om Hari Om. See. Hari Om. Namah Shivaya. Your son's marriage took place well. Chant. Father gets liberated. No. When the son gets married, the parents get moksha with some samshaya, viparyaya, etc. You get liberated with little. What is the bondage? When daughter gets married, parents get total liberation. Like a good girl. Not easy also. Logic. Not easy to get a good girl for your boy. It's not easy to get a good boy for your girl also. That is real bhagyam, to get a good company in life. That is, they are the things which determine human, whatever relative happiness. It's not the money alone. You are happy, daughter is happy, son is happy. Reasonable health is all right. Little discipline. That gives you much more happiness. Lot of money to travel. There was some lottery in England. $180 million. Somebody got. They asked him, "Hey, what are you going to do with the money?" He the answer. I registered it. The answer is wonderful. What he said. I'll spend it on women, whiskey and travel, and the rest I will squander. Some money, a lot of money I will spend on women, whiskey and travel. Whatever remains, I will squander. As if this is not What language they use? he going to become happy by that? I think he will become more unhappy with all that. He is going there. Money can make man happy. Indriya Sukham alone can make man happy, then everybody would be happy. Any questions? You wanted to ask? Wrong. Maybe some time to the Sanskrit class. Anybody else? Just another 5 minutes until we finish tea. Don't tell, later on, we have no time to sit and then ask questions and all that. Aisa nahi, the whole time this is there. Any time you can ask questions, there is no problem at all. Yahan par aisa nahi.
These days, Sampradaya refers to the knowledge and also equally.
That is just, they use the word Sampradaya. Sampradaya, because everything has, Sampradaya means handed down. That is the meaning of Sampradaya. Now, it's called Parampara. Bharatanatyam has Sampradaya. Classical music has Sampradaya. Everything has Sampradaya. Even cooking has Sampradaya. In fact, the whole culture has Sampradaya. Therefore, even if a person uses, even terrorism has Sampradaya. Everything has Sampradaya. In fact, the Rajasthani, some of them, there are some people who break into the house breakers. There is a particular clan, house breakers. They say, Hamara Sampradaya hai. I mean, this is how it has been. The word Sampradaya doesn't make it a valid thing. Advaita Sampradaya means the Sampradaya is associated with the Shruti. They are not Sampradayas associated with the Shruti. They are all independent traditions. There are so many cults, and every cult has a Sampradaya. So that is a different thing. But just because they use the word Sampradaya, then we have to think like this. Is this Sampradaya right? Vaiseshika Sampradaya, Nayayika Sampradaya, Mimamsaka Sampradaya. They are all Sampradaya. So we take every Sampradaya as a school. Because it has been coming down, we call it Sampradaya. But otherwise it is a school of thought. So we are not interested whether it is abruptly come or it has been coming down. So it's Sampradayatvam I have nothing to do with. But there is a particular school of thought. Is it valid? That's all that is to be analyzed. Whereas here, the Vedanta also we say it is right, not because it has been coming down. Not because it has been coming down. It's Sampradayatvam has nothing to do with. Because it is right and it also happens to be Sampradaya. Sampradaya we use in Vedanta in the sense that this is how it has always been explained. That Sampradaya, that is an interpretation, Adhyaropa, Apavada, Nyaya, is what is called Sampradaya. And minus that Sampradaya, the Vedanta minus Sampradaya, it becomes free for all. Then everybody can interpret it in any manner. And therefore we say Vedanta cannot be taught independent of Sampradaya. And that entire Sampradaya is Bhashya. The exact vision, the exact way it has to be approached. The approach to understanding Vedanta is the Sampradaya here. A particular cult coming down is called Sampradaya there. Here Sampradaya is approach to understanding Pramanam. So if there is a Pramanam, then there is a Sampradaya. Shabda Pramana is associated with Sampradaya. Wherever there is a Shabda Pramanam, if there is a Shabda Pramanam, that it needs to be understood. If it needs to be understood, then there is an approach to understanding it, without contradicting the Yukti and Anubhava, etc. Therefore, that approach to understanding the Shruti is called Sampradaya. But it has to be first of all Shabda Pramanam. Now the other Sampradayas, are they Pramanam? First of all, we have to establish, is it a Pramanam? If it is not a Pramanam, it is Apramanam. Apramanam may be coming down, you may call it Sampradaya. It means nothing. I say even corruption has Sampradaya. Banditry has Sampradaya. Violence has Sampradaya.
Everything is sampradayam. Morning cup of tea is what? तो संप्रदाय है. हमारा बुजुर्ग लोग भी यही करते थे, हम भी यही करते हैं. What is it that is not sampradayam? Within a week's time it becomes sampradayam anyway. You start something and becomes, within a week it is sampradayam.
Within this sampradaya,
that is okay. That is individual thinking. Individual thinking we don't have to. Individuals may think, but what actually is sannyasa? Sannyasa is renunciation. It cannot be even really lifestyle. Sannyasa is only the renunciation is karya, sadhya sadhana bhava renunciation is called sannyasa. And if that is not done, and if you only live like a sannyasi, means if you put on the ochre robe only, and then that is okay, that is his problem. Our problem is not what the other person does. I must know what is sannyasa. Whether a sannyasi understands what is sannyasa or not is not our topic. Our topic is to understand what is sannyasa as unfolded in the Shruti. And if a sannyasi himself doesn't know, supposing if he himself is following the sadhanas, sadhyas, etc., it is more a kind of a lifestyle to achieve the same stuff again, that's the problem. That's not our problem, that is his problem. I must know exactly what is sannyasa. And the Shruti explains away what is sannyasa is renunciation of the sadhya sadhana bhava. That renunciation. Even if I am not a sannyasi, and if I have understood really what is the place of sadhya sadhana bhava and what is the reality, I am a sannyasi. Yajnavalkya, before he took sannyasa, taught Brahma Vidya to Maitreyi. He took sannyasa later on. Sannyasa is in the form of jnanam. Jnanam is sannyasa. Jnana rupam is sannyasa. There is no other kind of sannyasa. And if you take sannyasa, that is a karma rupa sannyasa. Karma rupa sannyasa means you do some karma. Even renunciation of the grihastha is a kind of a viraja homa, is a karma. That itself is not sannyasa. That is not the definition of sannyasa. The definition of sannyasa is the jiva discovering the irrelevance of sadhya sadhana bhava to one's moksha is called sannyasa. I may take ochre robe or I may just veil it. I may not take, so what? That is not a big deal. Supposing tomorrow a sannyasi who really knows what it is, if he comes in really, not in ochre robe but some other dress, does it mean to say that he is not a sannyasi? Sannyasa doesn't have any rupa, ranga, etc. You may be a grihastha, but you may be not a sannyasi. In terms of understanding, you can be a sannyasi. The sampradaya associated with Shabda Pramanam, there is only Advaita Sampradaya. No, there is only one right Sampradaya, but there are many wrong Sampradayas. There are many Sampradayas, like Vaishnava Sampradaya is there. But we can't say they are all right, etc. As a bhakti, there is a Visishtadvaita Sampradaya, Vallabhacharya Sampradaya, Dvaita Sampradaya. And if you tell them there is only one Sampradaya, oh my God, they will throw stones. For our understanding, we have to say there is only one Sampradaya, the right Sampradaya, because the other Sampradayas came about and they it is for the students to figure out which is right with you. Everybody has a responsibility to think and figure out. I take this step. Everybody has a responsibility. Everybody has. He has to look at. If Dvaita, I'll tell you a story and then we'll go. No, story I had heard long, 30 years ago. An argument between a Dvaiti and Advaiti. Dvaita Sampradaya, a teacher who was teaching Advaita. who understands also. There was another person who is a Vaishnava, Dvaiti. Okay? So this Advaita Acharya, tried to explain to the Dvaiti, was a scholar, himself was a scholar. Hey, Dvaitam cannot be true. And he gave all the logic. If Dvaitam is then facing Dvaitam, you should be liberated. If this is the truth. And Parameshwara cannot be another individual separate from us. All the logic he gave, but then this person was not being convinced. And the Advaita Acharya said, okay, you come tomorrow. Kal Acharya. Then the Dvaiti comes next morning to the kutiya of this Advaiti. And when Dvaiti comes and sits down there, and right at that time, Advaiti said, now just I'm having mundan, please wait. So the Dvaiti was made to sit down there. And Advaiti is having mundan, a barber comes. And the barber does mundanam. For who? Advaiti ka pura अच्छा मुंडन किया. And Advaiti looked into the mirror. बहुत अच्छा था. हमको इतना सुंदर बनाया आपने. आप तो भगवान विष्णु हैं. He prostrated before the barber. Then barber said, Maharaj ji, what are you doing? I am not Bhagavan Vishnu, I am a barber. Bhagavan Vishnu to alag hai, मैं तो alag हूँ. How can you say I am Bhagavan Vishnu? The Dvaiti heard it. And then he prostrated before the Baba. He said, you gave me the enlightenment. What is it? In order to know that I am not Bhagavan Vishnu, you don't have to become a scholar. Even a barber knows that Bhagavan Vishnu is different and that we are different. For that, should the Shastram come and tell us? Should the scholarship, is scholarship required for that? Even a barber knows that I am not. Every jiva knows I am not Bhagavan Vishnu. And what are you teaching? What is Dvaitam teaching? You are not Bhagavan Vishnu. Bhagavan Vishnu is different and you are different. How can it be unfoldment? It is a restatement of the sense of division. And a restatement of the universal sense of division cannot be pramana bhutam. Therefore, Dvaitam Sampradayam cannot be pramana bhutam. Even Visishta Dvaitam cannot be pramana bhutam. However sacred I may look upon it. I may have the whole world as my followers. So what? So what? This is another big problem. The greater the following, we attach validity based upon the following. And I have to grow out of that. I have to grow out of that folly. It is not easy. When you see a Swami with the thousands of people hearing, we think it is all valid. It need not be valid. Understand? It need not be valid. Therefore, all these sampradayas, however great they may be, and that is why Bhashikara says, Panditopi, Shastrajnopi, Panditopi, Asampradayavit, Murkhavat Upekshaniyaha. You should ignore a man, even if he is a Panditaha, even if he is able to recite the whole Shastra, but he doesn't know the approach to understanding it. There is no Sampradayam, there is no Bhashyam, because Bhashyam is nothing but putting down the Sampradayam there. If he doesn't try to understand the Shastra as per the Sampradayam, he should be Upekshaniya, means he should be ignored. Like what? Murkhavat. You don't have to say that, but you can. You don't have to be perturbed by followings, vagaira, 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 kuch nahi. Silently you have to study Shastra and understand what the truth is, not go by these great followings. Islam also has a lot of following. They always say 1.3 billion. They always quote their number. We are 1.3 billion, 1.3 billion. Now minus 1,000. 1.3 billion, 1.3 billion. That is, what are you talking? Why are you all the time repeating 1.3 billion? Does it mean to say, does it become valid? Indian sages, Indian Mahatmas, the sannyasis, they never counted on these numbers and following. That they always lived alone. But they were committed to, they were dedicated to understanding the truth. Not perturbed by these following the norm. Sampradayas, there may be many. Right? Sampradaya. Please come through. Bhashyam is Sampradaya. Bhashyam is Sampradaya. Bhashyam is not Sampradaya, then we do not know what else is Sampradaya. Because whoever teaches only some Bhashyam. And Bhashyakara himself says the entire Sampradayam is being put here with the fear that it may be broken. So the Sampradayam is Bhashyam. Sutra Bhashyam, etc. Everything is Sampradayam. As it has been coming down, the entire approach to understanding Brahma Vidya, he has put it in black and white. That is Sampradayam. Bhashyam is Sampradayam. And even if I learn from somebody whose guru comes in Sampradayam, falls under Sampradayam, his guru falls under Sampradayam, he may come under Dashanami sannyasis, but if he is not teaching me as per the Bhashyam, then it is not. So the person is falling in line. He comes in the same lineage. The person may come in the same lineage, but if he is talking something other than what is there, then that teaching is not Sampradayam. And therefore, just by knowing really, so my teacher is one, whose teacher was so-and-so, whose teacher was so-and-so, under Dashanami sannyasis, so iska matlab bada Sampradaya hai. It need not. It need not. Because Bhashyam is Sampradayam. Sampradayam is not a person. If Sampradayam is not a person, Shastram is not a person, then no particular person makes your study valid. That I learned from that particular person doesn't make it valid. That I am studying in as per the Shastram, as per the Bhashyam, makes it valid. There is no other person, Sampradaya, not a person.